was okay, but I would watch it if I wasn't watching kids and kid shows. But that's because I got kids. But
Your Honor, I don't know why she's so mean to me.
Oh,
like,
here
I
go the
don't
tears.
understand.
Here go the tears.
Okay.
A mother-in-law is taking her future daughter-in-law to court, alleging a lack of support with childcare. At first glance, it seems like a straightforward case of family drama. However, as the details unfold, it becomes clear that there's more to the story. The mother-in-law's motivations and actions will raise eyebrows and spark important questions about societal expectations, family dynamics, and the complexities of relationships. As the case takes a shocking turn, it's essential to reserve judgment and consider the nuances of the situation.
This is my
Future daughter-in-law.
baby mama.
Future daughter-in-law.
And Tracy. So Tracy leaves the kids with me and didn't come back to check on the kids, haven't done anything, just dropped them off and took off and expects me to take care of the children with no money. She doesn't drop food off, she didn't leave any clothes, she didn't do anything. Tracy says she works all the time. That's what she tells me.
Okay.
That's where she is. So she hasn't done anything with the kids.
Okay.
And they're small kids. They're 3 and 4. I'm trying to deal with a 3 and 4-year-old while she runs around and does whatever Tracy decides she wants to do.
Okay. Is her name Tracy?
Yes, Tracy. Tracy, I guess is what it is.
It's Tracy, Judge.
Okay.
It's not that hard. It's just Tracy.
Oh, okay.
So special. She's very special.
According to your son, I am.
Okay. Tracy,
You just
what
have bad
what's
taste
your
in
last
women.
name?
My name is Tracy Smith, Judge.
Smith. Okay.
Yes, and I'm prepared. I've watched your court hearings on Zoom and the
Kiss
other
it
courts.
up. Are you really
So I'm-
kiss it up?
Excuse me. There is nothing wrong with watching hearings on Zoom. That's not kissing up.
It just sounds like a kiss up to me.
No. Well,
That would be Tracy.
What?
That would be her.
Okay. Mrs. Miller, we're going to be nice and
Yes.
respectful.
I apologize,
It's not
Your Honor.
kissing up if she is watching court on Zoom. That's why we live
Yeah.
stream, so you can watch it. And a lot of people watch it to get prepared. I see you have your notes there.
Yes,
I see that she has notes there. That's okay.
Yeah, it is okay, but I would watch it if I wasn't watching kids and kid shows, but that's because I got kids. But
Your
I
Honor, I don't
understand.
know why
I
she's so
understand.
mean to me.
Oh,
Like,
here
I
go the
don't
tears.
understand.
Here go the tears.
Okay,
Here go
hold
the
on.
tears.
Hold on. Miss Smith, I'll get over to you in just a moment.
Only 2 minutes in, and the mother-in-law's true colors are already showing. Her toxic attitude and entitled behavior are not only shocking but also predictable. Instead of approaching the situation with empathy and understanding, she resorts to insults and aggression. It's clear that she's more interested in asserting her dominance and getting her way than in finding a peaceful resolution.
Okay, now, Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
you said she dropped the kids off and go do, how do you know the things that she do?
She claims she's working, but she claims she has no money. I'm trying to figure out how that works. How do you work but have no money for your children? I mean, I'm confused because I don't understand that.
How long have the children been with you?
6 months.
6 months, and who dropped them off to you?
She did.
Okay.
Tracy did.
I'm assuming the two of you don't get along.
She's not my favorite person. No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
she's really not.
I mean, well, why is that?
I just don't,
curious.
because she lies. She's not taking care of her children. She tricked my son into having children with her.
I did not
just
trick
don't
your son
understand.
into my bed. I
I
didn't
don't
trick your son into my bed. He got there voluntarily.
Kind of got a
That's
point
what
there.
you offered.
And very happily, might
That's
I
what
add.
you offered. So he got into bed.
Okay, so how do you know their relationship?
My son tells me things.
Right.
And
You
then-
only get it, hear me out, you're only getting information from your son. And I'm not saying that your son is not being truthful, but that's just one side of it. It's always another side.
I see stuff.
And it seems like you're very passionate about your grandchildren.
Yes, I am.
So you should at least pretend to get along with their mother. I mean, she did drop the kids off to you, so she must trust you, right?
I don't say anything bad about her.
Wait
to
a
the
minute.
children.
She did trust you enough to drop the children off to you, right?
Or she had no one else. But
Okay, but even still, with having no one else, she could have put the kids with somebody that she really didn't know.
This behavior is not only hurtful but also revealing of the mother-in-law's character. It's a shame that some people prioritize their own ego and negativity over showing appreciation and kindness to others. The mother-in-law's actions are a perfect example of how some individuals can be so consumed by their own toxic attitudes that they fail to recognize the value and kindness of others.
Isn't it fair to say
my son's idea.
part of your son's idea to do what?
Drop the children off to me. She probably didn't think about it.
Okay, is that a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing. I'm just saying she probably didn't contribute to that. It was probably his decision. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not
She
following.
probably
what's
would have
the
just
issue.
left him with anybody.
Your Honor, I'm
He
gonna
probably-
object. I object, Your
What
Honor.
you objected for? You ain't
Okay,
no attorney. How you objected?
Wait, she has the right to object. Both of you can object.
Oh,
you
I didn't know
represent
that.
yourself.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm listening.
Now, what is
so I
your
can
objection?
object.
That's not true.
Okay, what is your legal objection?
That it's not true.
All right, so that's not a legal objection.
She's not an attorney.
So it doesn't matter. She watches court on Zoom, so she is learning how to represent herself.
Right.
Let's not knock anyone for
That's
trying
true.
to represent themselves.
That's true.
not a legal objection, unfortunately. So I'm going to allow her to keep speaking, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now, Mrs. Miller, is there anything else you want me to know? Well, before I go there, let me ask you a question. Did you all communicate at all about why the children were being dropped off to you?
My son is in the military.
Okay,
So Tracy, should be taking care of the children.
okay.
But she got this new career that she has to worry about. So
That's a good thing, right?
If it'll keep you away from your children, no.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
And you said 6 months they've been with you.
6 months.
Was there a discussion about it being a temporary thing, or was it just permanent?
Temporary.
You told me it was gonna be temporary.
I told your son it was going to be temporary.
You didn't tell me it was gonna be temporary when you dropped them off.
New details reveal the daughter-in-law has been dropping off the kids for 6 months, but the mother-in-law is still refusing to listen to her side of the story. Instead, she's blindly taking her son's side and dismissing the daughter-in-law's concerns. While it's true that not spending enough time with your kids isn't ideal, there could be valid reasons behind it. However, the mother-in-law's refusal to listen and understand the situation is concerning.
You're communicating with your son directly about the things that she and your son discussed, but your son is not really relaying it to you as though he spoke to her about it. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like, but my son wouldn't lie. He wouldn't make up things.
He wouldn't lie, but you would.
Okay, wait a minute. So you said your son wouldn't lie. Did he tell
Did
you?
she just call me a liar though? Did you just call me a liar, girl?
I don't think she said that. I didn't hear that word.
That might have been that word.
Yeah, I don't think she said that
An amazing
word.
gift for rewriting reality.
Miss Smith, we will get to you shortly.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it, okay?
I should know that by now. I watch your court all the time. I won't do it again.
You
Okay,
better watch
thank
them
you.
YouTubes a little closer next time.
Okay, that was not nice.
I'm sorry, you said be nice.
Miss
I
Miller,
apologize.
you do not have to act like that, okay?
I don't. I
Now,
apologize.
when we first started talking, you said she was your son's baby mama, and I believe she said they were engaged or fiance or something.
Nah, they ain't.
So couldn't it be that your son doesn't tell you everything?
She got a ring on.
I mean, I
didn't
thought I
know.
heard her say that.
So you got money to buy a ring.
No,
but
your
you ain't got the
son.
money for the kids.
Your son bought
But you
me
took
a
the ring. You should have said, no, give my mama the money give your mother the money for the babies.
Is it my
Okay.
No, but you
is
put the
it-
ring on so you can
Mrs. Miller.
flash it. Flash
Mrs.
it.
Miller.
Flash
Mrs.
it
Miller.
again. Flash it again, girl.
Mrs. Miller, it's a beautiful ring. Now, is there anything
Sure
else
is.
you
Looks
want
like
me
it
to
costs a
know?
little money too, though.
And it sounds like that's a conversation you need to have with your son on another day. Is there anything else
There's
you
no
want me
proof
to
that
know?
he paid for that, though.
Is there anything else you want me
No,
to know?
Your Honor, that's it.
Okay, so I can move over to
Yes,
Miss
Your
Smith
Honor.
then.
The mother-in-law's behavior is unacceptable and toxic. She's not only trying to damage the daughter-in-law's reputation, but also inserting herself into her son's marriage, disregarding their relationship and boundaries. Her motives seem clear. She's after child support and is willing to do whatever it takes to get it, even if it means disrespecting her own grandchildren's mother. This kind of behavior can cause long-term damage to family relationships and is particularly harmful to the children involved.
Miss Smith, it is your turn. What do you want me to know?
Your Honor, she absolutely has not had my kids consistently for 6 months.
Lie.
Okay, how long have Miss Miller?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Ms.
just making
Miller?
notes on what she was saying. I apologize.
Yes, you can quietly
I
make notes.
apologize.
Quietly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So her son and I are very much so in love, and he just recently joined the military.
I'm sorry. I should have had some water before I sat down. I apologize.
He recently joined the military and he's deployed right now. He's probably gonna flip out when he finds out what his mom has done by bringing me to child support court.
So he doesn't know that?
No, he doesn't know yet.
Oh.
Well, he doesn't know. I haven't been able to talk to him yet because he's on deployment. So unless she told him, my understanding is he doesn't know. I just got these papers handed to me like maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago.
To be here?
Yes, and I've emailed him, but I haven't got a response yet. He has limited access right now while he's overseas.
Okay, so it is indeed a fact that you dropped the children off to grandmother 6 months ago.
Yes, so the court knows I'm a influencer, and I hate saying that because I'm still growing right now. I'm in the growing stage. And so I do like travel blogs and things like that, which require me to travel.
Object, question, which one can I do
excuse
the
me.
question, what she said? What's an influencer? What is
your legal objection?
The legal objection is that she's lying?
That's not a legal objection. And there will be
falsifying information. Falsifying information. What's
Okay.
an influencer? What's that she says she does?
okay.
So that's false.
All right, that's not a legal objection either. So I'm going to allow her to finish because then maybe you can hear what an influencer is.
Okay.
All right.
That works.
All right, continue.
So I don't get paid a lot. Mostly they just kind of cop the expenses and stuff while I'm growing my channel. Before he deployed about 7 months ago. And he did not want me to give up my growing career. I'm starting to get a lot of traction on social media. And so he told me that he talked to his mom and agreed that she would take care of the kids while I have to travel. And I don't travel for like a month at a time. I'm gone maybe 5 days to 7 days and I'm back 2 or 3 and I get my kids. And then if I have to travel again, I leave them with her. You know, I don't have my mom. And so when I got in this relationship, I wanted to have a good relationship with her and I don't know why she's so mean to me. Like I have beautiful children with her son and I'm a good person. And so if she doesn't want to take care of them or help me anymore, I can give up being an influencer.
The daughter-in-law situation is heart-wrenching. As a mother, she's forced to prioritize providing for her children's financial needs while her husband is away on deployment. This sacrifice undoubtedly takes a toll on her, and it's clear she's doing her best. Meanwhile, the mother-in-law's refusal to acknowledge the daughter-in-law's difficult circumstances and instead choosing to criticize and insult her is a classic example of toxic behavior. Her actions demonstrate a complete lack of empathy and understanding.
And my specific niche is travel videos. And, you know, they're young right now. I hope when they're older, you know, my fiance and I plan to integrate the kids and do like family trips and show how to travel on a budget. Like, we have a plan marked out for it, but his deployment right now, you know, he's gonna get out of the military when his term is up this time. He's not re-enlisting.
Okay.
So if she's not willing to help us, like, you know, my fiance said, I'll take them back, but she doesn't talk to me. And I send them with food and groceries when I have to travel. It's not like, you know, not to mention,
treats?
not to mention my fiance, when he's here, we live together, we're happily together. My fiance pays, she's on our phone plan. My fiance pays like some of the bills at the house and stuff. So while it's not maybe coming from me directly, it's from our household.
Okay, I understand.
We're getting married. When he gets permission for leave, we're going to be married. Whether she likes it or not, whether she's there or not, we're going to be married.
Okay. I see what's going on here. It sounds like a lot of miscommunication going on, not only between she and her fiance, well, not necessarily between the two of them. I believe that based on what she just said, they knew what they were doing, but your son is not communicating with you, and the two of you aren't communicating with each other.
But Your Honor, she says that he was doing the paying part of the bills. He's always paid part of my bills. That was before the children came. So
Okay.
for her to say he's paying the bills for the children, he's not paying those bills for the children. He's always taking care of his mother.
I don't think that's what she meant by that. I don't believe that's what she meant. And
Your
in
Honor,
order
you
for
just don't know Tracy. You just don't.
It sounds like you don't know a whole lot about
You just don't.
their relationship. You didn't even know that this is about to be your daughter-in-law.
Hi, Mom.
Girl, don't say that to me no more. I had a nice girl picked out for him to live down the street. Keisha was sweet. He went to school with her. He
Keisha's
could have had a
missing the
nice girl and stuff. And then he went and got this girl right here because she She did things with him that little Keisha wasn't gonna do. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to slander her. But I do want to say that Miss Influencer should be able to pay for her children that live with me. She brings like Rice Krispie treats and cookies, and they ain't no food. They need noodles. I
have one question. When she dropped these children off to you, did she say that she was never coming back to pick them up? Or did she say that this was a temporary situation?
She said, I am pursuing a career that requires me to travel a little.
Okay.
So I need you to watch the children while I do that. Well, of course, they're my son's children. Of course, I'm going to watch the children. But no, she did not say that it was going to be this long and she was going to be gone.
Did your son tell you it was temporary?
Well, I don't like to bother him, with some of this stuff.
That wasn't my question. Did your son tell you that this was a temporary situation while they were, trying to sort things out with military and
he said why she started her little career.
Her behavior is a textbook example of toxic manipulation, where she's trying to create drama and gain the upper hand in the argument. It's despicable that she's willing to lie and exploit the situation for her own gain, without any regard for the well-being of her grandchildren or the daughter-in-law. The fact that she's going to such extreme lengths to win the argument is not only heartbreaking, but also revealing of her character. It's clear that she's more interested in being right than in doing what's best for her family.
Looks like you just
I
have
just
notes.
have my notes, Your Honor.
I have the email that my husband, my almost husband, sent to his mom.
Could you stop saying that? And you have his email address, don't you? Don't you check his email? So you probably sent that email.
But how do you know?
Thank you.
Because that's the kind of person she is.
Come on, Mrs. Miller.
The email
Thank
states
you.
like if she could watch them while I travel, and you haven't heard her deny. I get them when I come back. It's never for longer than 5, maybe 7 days at a time. And if she wants to
How much money have you given toward this? See how she talks? See, there's the real her. There's the real her coming out right now.
No,
Go ahead. Don't stop that
no.
crying. Just keep going like that.
Hold on. 1 second. You keep interrupting her.
That's because she be lying.
She did it to you too. So I can't just say that you're 100% at fault. You both are doing it. I don't see how y'all are going to be able to work together with these children if you can't even get a word in. Now, in this email, it is very clear what the intentions were. It is very clear that this was a temporary situation and you agree to help them.
She wrote that email. I agreed to keep my grandchildren because I didn't want anybody else to have
them. That's what the email says.
I agreed. I did agree.
Okay, so
I'll take that.
Mrs. Miller, I don't like to tell people what their intentions are, but it does not seem like you did anything here today other than to come and waste my time. Because you should not have filed a child support situation on her. You should not. It's
She's
very
the mother.
clear. It is very clear that this arrangement was for you to help not only her, but to help your son as well. And then, if it's true what she also said, that she hasn't been able to communicate with her husband, he doesn't even know that you did this. I'm sorry, your son, her fiance, he doesn't even know that you did this. You think he's gonna be impressed to know that his mother did that to his fiance?
He'll understand.
No, that's not funny. This is not a joking matter. This is serious. Things like this is what makes it hard for families. Child support is hard enough on anybody, but to file it simply because you don't like the other person, that's just mean.
This is a clear abuse of the legal system, and it's appalling that she's using her grandchildren as pawns in her game of revenge. Her actions are not only hurtful, but also damaging to the family dynamics. The anticipation is building up for the judge's verdict, and it's likely to be a dramatic showdown. The mother-in-law's reaction will probably be priceless, and it's hard not to feel a sense of schadenfreude at the thought of her getting her comeuppance. Let's see how she handles the verdict. Will she continue to tantrum and throw accusations, or will she finally face the consequences of her actions?
According to this email, there's nothing in here that said any exchange of financial anything for the children from her to you.
And that's why I filed for child support.
Why
Right,
wouldn't
but
you just
that-
give me a chance? Like, I'm a good person.
Yo, that is
Your
a good
son
question.
loves me.
Miss Smith, let me ask the question. But I'm gonna piggyback off what she said. Why? Just give her a chance. It sounds like she really loves your son, and it sounds like her son really loves her too. So y'all should be working together as a family at this point.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Especially
Judge.
with him not being here. This is a really good opportunity for you, the two of you, to get to know each other.
But she's never here. She's traveling with that little new job.
Call her and you all sit down and have a conversation. Get to know each other. This is not the place to do it. This is where bitterness, bitter feelings, all of those things come into place. This is not the court. This is not the court. This is not the place to be doing these types of things. All right? I'm going to deny your request and I'm going to dismiss this case because you do not have a reason to ask for child support. It's very clear from this email that you knew what the situation was and you agreed to help them.
This case serves as a stark reminder of the rising prevalence of toxic behavior in households. It's disheartening to see individuals prioritizing personal vendettas and emotions over mutual support, care, and the well-being of their loved ones. Thanks for sharing this thought-provoking video. If you want more engaging content, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Looking forward to the next episode of Court Drama.